Hello, my name is Inez Galzarano, and today I'll be performing the persuasive speech. Here in the audience, we have my dad, my boyfriend, and mom. According to the World Health Organization, about 5.4 million people are bitten each year by snakes. And according to the National Library of Medicine, only 44 people are bit by tarantulas each year. However, in the 13 years I've been working with animals, I have only been bitten by a snake once, and I have never been bitten by a tarantula. I've actually been bitten more by birds and chinchillas than I have been bitten by snakes. According to the article, It's Time to Stop Hating on Snakes, it states that snakes aren't out to get us. And after being around snakes so long, I've realized that they are some of the calmest, chillest animals out there. As for tarantulas, they're only going to bite you if they're trying to eat you. I believe that tarantulas and snakes are some of the most beautiful animals out there. Snakes and tarantulas shouldn't be feared but appreciated. In this speech, we will talk about the benefits of tarantulas and snakes to our ecosystems. We will also go over some of the reasons why people are scared of these animals. And lastly, we will go over some fun facts about these animals. First, let's talk about the benefits these animals bring to our ecosystem. We'll talk about the snake first. Snakes eat mice, and mice eat the crops that we use to feed our families. So, with less mice, there are less crops being eaten. And mice also carry disease, which the snakes help control by eating the mice. Snakes are also a prey animal, meaning other animals need them to survive. Like our native coyotes and our native hawks, they all eat snakes to survive. So without them, those animals would go extinct. Now, let's talk about the benefits tarantulas bring to our ecosystem. Tarantulas eat bugs like crickets and grasshoppers that become pests in gardens, also eating our crops. So, much like the snake, they provide benefits to the farmers so we can have better crops. Also, they serve as a meal for other animals, much like the snakes do. They are eaten by lizards, they are eaten by birds. So, without them, all the native lizards and birds would die. Let's go over some of the reasons why people can be afraid of tarantulas. So a lot of it is in the way they move. They have those 8 legs, and people are scared of all the legs they have. And the way they move is actually really cool. They use a hydraulics system to move. So they will pump the blood through their body with pressure, and the pressure keeps the legs open and moving. That's why when you see a dead one, they're all curled up because they have no more pressure to keep them going. People can also be scared of the size of the spider. Typically, the spiders you see are small, but tarantulas are very large, so people can be scared of them. It also boils down to some psychologies. Deep-rooted fears within your family can also cause the fear for the tarantulas. Let's go over some of the reasons why people could be scared of snakes. Much like with the spiders, it's also a lack of legs with the snakes and how they move without no legs. A lot of people find that very scary. It's also ancestral survival. Way back when we were cavemen, our ancestors would die frequently from snake bites because they didn't know any better about the venomous snakes and how to treat infections. So we inherited those fears over the years and developed these phobias of them. A lot of fear for snakes also comes from religion. In the Bible, the devil turned into a snake and coerced Eve to eat the apple, and a lot of Christians don't like snakes for that reason. I'm not religious, so that really doesn't apply to me. And a lot of people are scared of being bit by a snake. Now, I've only ever been bit once, but to be honest, getting a shot from the doctor hurts way more than a snake bite does. And as long as you clean the wound and treat it properly, you will have nothing to worry about. Now that we've gone over some of the fears, let's go over some fun facts about the animals. We will start with fun facts about the snakes. So here, demonstrating some main snake facts, is my ball python, Lemon. Let me try to get her in frame for you guys. So all snakes are made completely out of muscle, and they have one bone going down their back called a vertebrae. They have over 100 vertebrae, where us humans only have about 20 to 30 vertebrae. Snakes are cold-blooded, meaning they need heat to stay warm. Unlike us, we are warm-blooded, so we stay warm on our own. Now, they flick their tongue. I don't know if you'll be able to see that on camera. They flick their tongue to smell the air to see if anyone is a tasty rat. They are all constrictors. I do have no venomous snakes, meaning they grab their prey and they strangle it to kill it, to eat it before consumption, obviously. Now, ball pythons are native to Africa, and they're pretty cool because they have little pits in their noses called heat sensors. And they can also see in thermal, so they see heat and they smell heat. That's what helps them hunt because they are nocturnal. So I'll give you one last look at Miss Lemon before I move on to my next snake. Now, you guys have already met Colonel, my beautiful corn snake. He is very long. He is about 4 feet long. And if I can get his head on camera for you guys. There he is. Now, they are called corn snakes because they live in the cornfields. Farmers actually let these guys live out in the cornfields to help keep the mice down, like we talked about earlier. And if you look really closely, their scales are shaped like corn kernels. So that's one cool fact about this guy. And now we're going to move on to my last snake. This is my Kenyan sand boa. This is Noodle. She does have a little stuck shed on her face. The best way to help with stuck shed is a nice warm soak in water, which I will give her. Now, Kenyan sand boas are one of the smaller snake species out there in the pet world. She is a female. She is a lot bigger. Males will get about half this size, and she's about 1.5 feet long, I'd say. And males only get about 1 foot long. And they're a lot skinnier than the females are. Now, they get the name Kenyan sand boa because they primarily live in the sand, and that is called a fossorial species. I'll let you get a nice good look at her before I finish us off with the tarantula.
Just show her there. If she gets her movie.
This is my Mexican red-kneed tarantula, Houdini. She is just a baby, and when she's bigger, she will be bigger than my hand. So in about a couple years, she'll be that size. Like we talked about, hydraulics move their legs. They have little paws, which I can't show on screen because she's so tiny, but they do have little tiny paws with little claws on them. And we do have a special guest. This is Tuki, the Goffin cockatoo. Now, they have hollow legs where a silk mixture comes out, and that helps them stick to glass. And in Mexico, they were actually considered a bad omen and were killed off and almost went extinct. And so that is everything about tarantula. And now we are going to close it off. In the end, I hope that you can conquer your fear and come to appreciate these animals and learn how beautiful they are, and hopefully boost your confidence, and maybe you'll be brave enough to even hold one in the future. Thank you and goodbye.